I'm just talking to Shang on top of theatre real quick. Sorry, Teddy.
That's all good.
Yeah, we're sniping people with shoddy.
Alright. What's up?
I don't have a cigarette. Oh well. I mean, it probably doesn't fucking mean much at all from me, but... I mean... As I told you up here before, I thought you and Sean should have been... fucking demoted. I was a little unsure of you at first for VP, but you've really fucking shown what this club was missing in a VP. I'm so fucking glad to have you in this position. I'm so glad to be able to follow you and be able to work under you in this club. It's a big fucking motivator, Shang.
What changed? Your opinion?
Seeing you locked in. Seeing you taking this fucking role by the horns and fucking going above and beyond. I guess in a way, kind of got complacent with a absent VP and seeing what you've done with the position is fucking night and day.
Do you feel like the club is in a better position now than it was like before the house heist?
Fucking oath it is. It's in a much better position.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate that. I'm not really good with this kind of stuff. But I do, taking on, I think you're an exemplary member of the fucking club, so I think that ADMC is owed something better than anything I can give, anything that anyone else can give. I think that the collective goal is something that we've all promised and taken an oath to do, and that's why I do the shit I do, not to be the best, but because I understand why someone should be in the position that they're in, or why someone would want to do the things that they do, and everyone fucks up, everyone makes mistakes and all that shit, everyone has those days. But ultimately it's like the shared goal that we have as a group to understand why exactly it is worth getting up every single time we get knocked down. Why it's worth trying to stand up and do it again and again and again and again. And in my opinion, it's because it's owed that. And the club has taken on a life of its own at this point. It's why I tell every single person that, every single fucking prospect. I mean, even Teddy down there, they will change the club's culture to fit them. And so, in a way, we're doing it to them and they're doing it to us. And so the club changes. And if there's one thing that I've seen over all this fucking time is I've seen that club change. And I feel like I've always had my finger to the pulse of it and understand what it needs and what it doesn't. So I think being a good VP is just understanding that, and I suppose I don't want to say I am a good one. I'm just saying that I am what the club needs, just like
Yeah.
you are.
Me?
Yeah, you. There's a few examples I can give of people who have the better ADMC sended fuck you energy than you do. There's very few people that I can be like, okay, let me just encapsulate this entire person's existence into one sentence, and I'll give you a phrase that summarizes their entire spirit more than you. And so that kind of energy and that being around is just so fucking important. People speak about being burnt out in the city, and I can relate with that. I think if you work too hard in this shit, you'll probably never want to see it again. But I think what really burns people out is coming to the block and not seeing people around. That's it's just my opinion, my perspective. That's what burns me out. If I come in, I see there's no one around, no one's woken up, and I think that you're a huge reason why people wake up in the first place.
Oh.
Even with all the shit that happened with Ziggy and Flop, and of course it could have gone a lot worse than you and I know it did. Uh,
What?
you still handled it well.
I appreciate that. I'm so... He talks like he knows. Like the other time on top of the roof, he said something else that like alluded that he knew.
I think things could have gone a lot fucking worse, I suppose. For the club as a whole after this house heist bullshit and all that shit. But I think for me, I'm finally starting to understand that it's so much better now than it ever was before. People just seem happier, man. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like this great release of pressure or something like that, but it just seems better. It just people just seem happier. Seem more keen to be around.
Yeah, it does come across like that, absolutely. People got their head screwed on at the moment.
Yeah, which is weird during a war, man. I feel like
Usually
the
the
greatest
opposite.
fight, yeah, the greatest fight in any war is trying to keep morale up. I mean, dude, during the Hades wars, I literally tell the people we could probably push another day or two. We got this. We got this. We got this. In reality, very few people are ever sure of what they're saying. I don't know. I'm really fucking liking ADMC at the moment, and I just feel like I know we haven't seen Barry that much, but feeling Barry wants to be around is such a change of pace as well.
Oh yeah.
Like I told him about Tempest Prospect, and he's like, "No, I really want to be there. I want to see it."
I'm excited for Teddy. Really fucking
And
excited.
Teddy, yeah, that was another
Make
thing.
sure my door's knocked on. I want to be there. Okay.
Yeah, I will. I think the entire club should be there. I think it should be
Mm-hmm.
one of those moments that's like telegraphed a day in advance or something. I don't know.
Can we? uh,
I really want to do something special for him.
he deserves it. He's worked fucking so hard.
He's a fucking moron,
Oh, absolutely. Those.
so he fits in great.
he hits the nail on the head for fucking keeping the spirit up. He's phenomenal with that.
Yeah,
'Cause
Yeah, I'm fucking taking that kind of energy. I do think we need to bring more blood into the club, 100%. But
here's the thing. I agree, absolutely.
post-war,
But
probably.
that, and you look how quickly we initially grew, right? And that absolutely caved in on itself because people came in too quick. We didn't spend the time that was needed to fucking nurture these people into the fucking club mentality, obviously. Well, not nurture, but you know, fucking give them a kick up the ass and like show them fucking what's what.
So many times I saw problems, and so many times I said absolutely nothing. I think if I saw myself a year ago, I'd probably strangle him. Being so meek and weak and vulnerable, and having this kind of like twisted level of hope that people will fit in rather than the club tries to fit them. And that's why we had patches like that. That's why we had these fucking traders. That's why we had a VP that was just an actual snake.
Mm-hmm.
It's because the lifestyle is not something you can just conform to.
No. Not at all.
So many times I've
Can't.
just relied on hope, and oh, maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Or maybe it wouldn't be best to confront this person. Maybe they need some time to process things. And now I see the type of person that will never fit into this club. I basically have like a radar for it. I can just tell. Within like 20 seconds, just boom.
That's fair.
How you doing otherwise? You okay?
I'm good. Um, actually really good, Shay.
Yeah.
Been locked in doing shit. Keep myself happy. So,
I think we'll
think,
see the greatest time in ADMC for everyone. You know, besides jobs and shit, once this war is over.
oh yeah. How have you been doing? Stay peachy, I'm throwing the cigarette at you.
It's my cigarette.
You're getting it right back.
You know, I've been wondering if the club actually deserves me as VP. I'm not entirely sure if it does. I don't know if the club would need someone like me for very long. I'm still thinking about it. I think having the same questions I had ever since I wanted the position in the first place. You know, sometimes you just you don't know if the piece fits. It's kind of like looking at a puzzle and seeing that there's a piece missing. Like it's just fucking infuriating. But you can still see the whole puzzle. You know what the puzzle's about. It's like if there's a puzzle of this building in front of us, just because one of the two pieces was missing, does not mean that I would not be able to comprehend what the puzzle actually was of. It's just there's just something missing.
Uh, I'll say it just sounds like fucking self-doubt. I'll be honest with you, Shang. I mean, yeah, sure, at first I fucking hated ya. But I remember that day that we were in that fucking car beside the Billy during that shootout and you took the lead. From that day I saw someone who fucking belonged. Even though it wasn't this club, but belonged in the club. Had that fucking mentality. Had that just fucking fire behind them. And you've kept that fire all through this club as well. and that fire has fucking grown. And it's absolutely a fire that people need to see and look up to. Because, as I said before, that's been very motivating for me. It's needed. You have your head screwed on. You know what's going on. You're not afraid to fucking go, alright, let's make this decision, and you stick by that shit. You very much lead by example. And honestly, I think a lot of this club, a lot of the people in this club are visual learners. So that really makes its way down and has an impact on everyone.
Just trying to make sure we survive. You know, it's funny that I had that shootout. I think the first time I ever shot a gun was like a week before.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
You fucking could have told me.
I think. I'm trying to think what the day was.
I remember it because I was like, fuck, I'm putting my faith in a hang around. Let's see how this goes. My life was literally in your hands that day, Shang.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the shootout at the Billy. I was made a hang around, and then that was like a week and a half later. We had this raid scare where they were like raiding Aubrey or something for a warehouse. I didn't get much information. I never shot a gun before. But anyways, you can always put your life in my hands. I'll make sure to protect it. I probably won't treat it very well, but you'll come on the other side alive at least.
That's the main thing.
I always found it weird. I feel like that in some ways, you put your life in someone else's hands. They're bound to steal it.
Well,
Sometimes that makes me wonder about this life.
I mean, it's a bit late to have doubts now, right? I've already put
I
my
don't-
life in High Command's and Upton's
Yeah.
hands, so...
No, I know. I have no fucking regrets. But I do ponder what could have been, you know? Like I do think about how life could have been different. Like it's so interesting that if I look back at my life, and you probably feel the exact same, the biggest decisions are made at the smallest moment.
Yeah.
All this came from a fake taxi call. All of this. In fact, I don't think we'd own this block where we're standing right now if I had not been called by someone wanting to make a fake taxi prank. Which is insane to think about. Like,
It's crazy how things snowball, eh? No,
I suppose in a
definitely
way
have
my
those
life was
thoughts.
taken. Right? Isn't it crazy?
To be fair, I'd probably be a lot worse off right now. Probably in a gutter somewhere, drunk as fuck. You know, someone probably... Maybe my history
Western
caught up to
Sydney.
me. I'd be in fucking jail, who knows. I don't know. Either way, I'm glad with where I sit at the moment.
I think there's a famous philosopher called Nico Machiavelli,
My god.
and he was the one who popularized the saying "the ends justify the means." He didn't exactly say that; it was a quote in a novel, and even then, it's out of context in a different language, being translated probably like 3 times at this point. But later on, when dissecting his work, many people sought out the justification of the ends justify the means, and they've used that in so many people have used that as reasons for doing horrible, inhumane things. And so have I, to be fair. I mean, even earlier today, I was gonna take a fucking hanger on's face to the blade of a helicopter that was turned on, just because they pissed me off. And I do really wonder if at the end of this we'll all come out saying the ends did justify the means. I think the city's gonna burn down one of these days.
It will burn down. Absolutely will.
Yeah. Well, I promised you a story about EMS, didn't I?
EMS? Yeah, you did.
Can you give me a second?
Mm-hmm. Story time! Oh my god, wow!
I'm gonna butcher the story because I wasn't really listening like the 6 times it was told to me.
Fair enough.
So Nana was watching the blog doing her fucking shit. And oh man, I really wish she was here to explain the story, dude. I can barely fucking remember it. Nana was watching the blog. She saw a helicopter
Would you ever
fly up
quit,
to that
please?
building
I
up
hope
there.
he does.
And then she saw it was like an EMS helicopter, so she went and confronted the EMS. His name is Vivi. Vivi Toussaint, I think. And so yeah, she confronts him, find out that the person that Vivi was giving a ride to was actually Seamus, who was the fucking hanging around that Snakeside recruited. And she was giving him a ride up there to get him a better angle, maybe to put up a fucking camera on the block or something.
Oh!
So Nana confronts this EMS lady, and she said, yeah, she was trying to help Seamus.
Oh my god.
This is the chief of EMS, by the way.
Huh, okay.
Yeah. Yo, Tally, do you know this fucking EMS story? Ah, okay. They're not, but you can use them. I will, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna speak to Nino and see if, I can get a special permit. I'm just gonna, like, fake my own mechanic shop or something and just purchase mats that way. Finn is taking a trip out of the city for a while. No, I don't want to involve Finn at all until he's I don't want to be in that sphere until he's comfortable and happy and back in the city. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want him to wake up and him be like, oh, okay, well, this was ordered through your fucking company or whatever. Like, he just takes his break and relaxes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be something like that. But yeah, feel free to use them. And you'll also just use some of them to make lockpicks and shit. Jimbo just texted me saying sex with a question mark.
Hey!
Yeah. You're quite British for being the biggest slut in the city. Same. Yeah, same. I hate it when many attractive Swedish models proposition themselves to me in public. And I hate that it happens all the time. Okay, instead I got fucking Jimbo texting me asking me if he wants to have sex. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.
Holy shit.
Fuck's sakes.
Okay, so you got someone asking
Anyways,
for
yeah,
sex.
so this,
Mhm.
the chief of EMS helped one of the traders to try and kill us, essentially.
Okay. That's...
So I'm gonna wake up early
Fucked.
today and have a little chat with her, I think.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I got told a pre-hang around got fucking shot or some shit as well.
Yeah, I mean, she's just been a fucking idiot. So,
Well,
this group, I can't remember what the name is. Farm Mile, whatever, this mechanic group right here that are on the block. Had Eden and this lady named Jenny, as like hangarounds. Oh no, sorry. Eden was like high command. She was like one of the triumvirate. She's one of the 3 leaders of the group. Anyways, I remember Tempest back in the day told me when he was still PM of his own club, he said he Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
He said that Eden was very controlling about the money. Always very, very controlling. And then eventually he thought, okay, well, she might be skimming. Obviously, I didn't think much of it because it was a different person's fucking club at the time. But I know that Eden kind of had some bad experiences with members of the club. I always had okay experiences with her, but I do think maybe she was like into me. And I'm very celibate. So I'd never had a bad experience with her myself, I don't think. Anyways, so that all went down. So I hear from Raina Fairchild or Fair Lady, I'm trying to think, who's the leader of Farm Mile, and he tells me that they had some issues with Eden. They caught her stealing a washing machine, and then they also caught her skimming money off the top after every job. It's the same shit Tempest told me like 3 months ago. So. So, anyways, that all went down. I had told this Jenny lady, you know, if you want to hang around the club, just hang around for the time being. Not making her a hang around, just hang around the club and see if they like you, and if they do, then they can bring you in. And then she was dating Eden, so it was like really fucking awkward. And then I think what else? And then I confronted her about the washing machine, so she couldn't remember. And it's like, hold Eden. I was like, when did this happen? She was like, a day ago. So like, you don't remember what happened a day ago. But I was willing to believe her, to be honest. Trying to think. I think that's yeah. So anyway, so then I was chatting with her, and she's like, no, I don't remember. I'm very cooked. And then you know what? I'm willing to take that. I don't know this person very well. And so I generally tend to give the benefit of the doubt when people tell me that at first, because fuck it, dude. I know some people are in the city at hours they should not be in. Lord knows I have experience with that. And
right now.
So yeah, well, I'm on call for the next 10 minutes, so I should be good. Call for my other company, very important Shang Dynasty Corporation.
Okay, yeah.
But point being, she said she couldn't remember at all, but she knew that she was skimming off the top. And then I said, was she skimming for you too, or for her, or were you helping her, or what the fuck? What's the deal here? She said, no, it was just Eden doing it. Basically, just said, no, it was all Eden, all Eden, all Eden. And I actually do believe that, ironically enough. But then I said, all right, well, you know, I've heard what I need to hear to keep your head out of fucking trouble. And I went to go have a talk with Nino. I leave. I get a call from Cora like 15 minutes later saying she shot Jenny in the head. Because she was apparently claiming that she was ADMC. And now we're at war, so be careful. She said that to some stalkers.
Oh. Sorry. Fuck
Yeah.
me. Okay.
So, right? So that happened. What the fuck is that truck doing?
Greg.
You cannot
Oh.
park there.
That is definitely not a parking spot.
Is this guy serious? Do people live in those apartments?
What, over there?
Yeah.
Isn't that the
Yeah,
apartment I live in that is parked on top of?
Yeah, it's your apartment. Or what are you trying to make some extra money off the club? You just open up your fucking building to parking lot?
Yeah, sorry. I'm charging him like Sydney rates to park there.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you're gonna be rich.
Yeah, I know.
Listen,
Fucking genius.
I lived in Oz for a while, okay? And it's a remarkable place, don't get me wrong. Really nice place. But holy shit, the parking there is fucking obscene.
Oh yeah.
Why is it so crazy? I just don't get it. Why do people get charged through the ass for having a car? It's the most dumb shit I've ever seen. Why they raise the price of petrol or something? No, in fact, they got fucked tourists in the ass. That's what I felt like. I felt like I was getting royally fucked in the ass every 5 minutes. Every single time I wanted to, oh, let me just rent out a car for like a fucking $500 a day. Because public transport might not take me exactly where I want to go. And then let me just go park it where I need to park it. No, in fact, if you want to go to Bondi Beach, you have to park like 15 kilometers away. You're basically taking a trek throughout an entire country to
yeah. You gotta get a train
to go to the
Bondi.
beach. Then you go to Bondi Beach and it's just a regular beach. That's it. It's just a regular beach with a whole bunch of old dudes in speedos with giant tummies.
Yup.
That's it.
Yeah,
There was nothing
yep.
special about the beach. And everyone's just like, oh, nah, there was something special about the beach. No, you just didn't look at it properly. That's not a knife. This is a knife. No, it was just a regular beach with a really expensive parking. That's it. There's a regular beach with really expensive parking.
Yeah. You got a point. Oh man.
And when I spoke about this to Barry, he was like, "Well, what's a Chinese beach like?" It's like, "What do you mean? What is a Chinese beach? What's the difference between a regular beach and a Chinese beach? That is Chinese sand?" And he's like, "No, just like what's are there beaches in China?" And I said, "There's probably
It's
more
not
beaches in China
landlocked.
than there's." Probably more beaches in China than in Oz. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about because no one inhabits like 99% of Australia. That's just it's like 1% of the land is used. And he's like, are there beaches in China? What's a Chinese beach like?
Fucking beach, probably.
Like again, tell me, please explain to me what he. I wanted to hear him tell me what he thought a Chinese beach was.
I don't even fucking know. Unless it's like different like sand types or some shit. But like even then, you have like pebble beaches. You have just sand beaches. That's about it. Like. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think the whole thing is just fucking crazy. Do you know any EMSs, by the way?
Pardon?
Do you know anyone in the EMS?
Oh, plenty.
Who is an EMS? Ooh.
Fucking let me have a look. EMS. Luke, I know Luke. I know Nathan Warren. I know some other fucking fella that I have in my phone as some dude who wants to talk soon, who tends to spill his fucking life story to me. Do you need me to get hold of one of them? So I can do that.
I'm trying to think how best to handle this.
I mean,
I
if
think
you
this
want-
Genevieve person is around at the same time I am. Because I mean, she's fucking dying.
Yeah, easy done. If you need to get hold of any other EMS, let me know, because I can set them up for you, because these...
Well, I want the rest of EMS to understand why it's happening. Because that was
Hmm.
kind of the issue with ADMC for the longest time. We kind of got looked at as like people who just killed EMS and doctors and judges. But I really want them to know, hello, your friend is trying to pick a side in a gang war. And
Yeah,
they're
they're gonna
picking
cop it.
the side that house heisted another group.
Oh, man. If you want me to reach out, let me know. I can absolutely do that.
Well, I'm trying to think what the best plan of action is.
It is 1 a.m., sir. I would like bed.
Like, do we just
So-
tell them? Who's the
tell
second
them
in command?
I don't know the command structure, but this Luke fella seems to be up there. EMS command,
Yeah,
high
yeah,
command.
well, give him a ring and see. Just ask him very nonchalantly who the like top 3 dogs are.
However,
Who are the top dogs of EMS?
the top dogs of EMS, the chief
Yeah,
and
who-
deputy chief.
Yeah. Is that the top dogs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who's the chief and deputy chief? I.
Okay, Ruth. When I say that you need to be casual about it, I mean you don't just phone someone and straight up ask them the question. Do you understand? You have to be more casual. You literally phoned the dude and said, "Who are the top dogs?" You just quoted me word for word. You have to be more casual. You have to lead into that question. If
You're
you just open up
asking
with
me, a loud
quoting
fucking
exactly what I
Aussie,
said,
to be sneaky, Shang.
I'm
That's
just
never
saying that
gonna
you
work.
literally quoted what I said instead of doing what I asked. You just quoted what I said. I said lead up to it, be casual, be cool. You phoned them and you said who the top dogs of EMS. That's it.
Yeah.
You didn't even try.
I did try, Shang. Look, here's the thing. Even if I was just asking out of sheer curiosity, I would ask him it like that. That's me being nonchalant. If I'm being all sus about and dancing around the question, it's gonna be more obvious. Ugh. Let me call him back. Oh my god, this fucker's like, I gotta have a meeting. Then I can chat.
The EMS guy?
Yeah.
Wasn't that them right there? They're running inside now.
Oh.
No, now they're busy thinking. Now they're busy thinking. Oh, ADMC. Want to talk? Let's go. Let's go.
Now you're overthinking it. Alright.
No, I know fucking people. All right.
Oh, oh, ah, ah! Oh, that's so good. Don't worry. Ah! Oh, What's that? We're getting food from the boot before we die. Hang on. Please.
We gotta hit skip on this arc for now. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Because my food's here in 5 minutes.
Okay. I need to go to sleep anyway. Can you get my food? Teddy. I need food from the boot. I need to go to sleep as well. I'm tired.
Sorry about the mess.
That's fine.
It's a whole party.
Yeah, we brought the whole crew.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling out of 6. Very nice. I see.
Yeah, where's your
Oh
stuff?
shit, we all fuck. Oh no.
I just need myself.
Yeah.
Well, It's a pleasure seeing you all. Maybe we should start with introductions. My name is Shang Lu. I'm Chinese. VP of ADMC. Nana's jacket, and if you don't know what that means, I'll explain it to you. But she was my hang around. And someone who's very fond of you people, which I suppose is something good. It means that for your sake, I did reach out to try and talk first, which, something that we in the ADMC do pride ourselves on, of course. So feel free to introduce yourselves. I'm very excited to meet you, especially the guy who looks like Big Boss.
Okay, well, I'll start.
Especially
you,
in the
Bradley.
Phantom Pain when he gets replaced with Venom Snake. And then for some reason they decided to use Keith Sutherland. The thing is with Hideo Kojima is that he's got this weird obsession with Hollywood. And so instead of going with David Hayter, they decided to use Keith Sutherland because he's a famous Hollywood actor. It makes no fucking sense. Because all the other clones have the exact same voice actor. And then he just decides, well, for this fucking game, probably the greatest game of all time, not that I play video games for fucking nerds, he decides, oh, well, I'll just go with Keith Sutherland this one time. So it just makes no fucking sense. Sorry, what were you saying?
Just gonna introduce myself. Nothing important or anything.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, my name's Veronica Mars, Captain EMS. I like long walks on the beach. Taylor Swift.
Beach.
Big fan of Taylor Swift. I like my
What's your
favorite
favorite
color's pink.
Tay-Tay song?
Oh, that's impossible because it depends completely on how your mood is. Like you can, if you're angry, maybe you're listening to some Reputation. If you're in your feelings, maybe you're having an ever more folklore kind of day. If you're upbeat and having a great day, maybe it's a 1989 sort of vibe. You know, if you've gone through a
like
horrendous
the,
breakup, maybe Torture Poets. It just depends.
I like the Romeo and Juliet one.
That's really not what I was anticipating, but
Love
I
story.
love that for
No,
you.
that's fair. Yeah.
No, I like that one.
I can
I
see
was in
it.
love
I can
once.
see it.
Long time ago. Anyways. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Chang.
I'm Savannah Wells, the Deputy Chief of EMS. I like fishing a lot, and I like driving as well, but I'm really bad at it. And I crash a lot. But I like driving.
See, you'd fit in well with the ADMC then. Just kidding.
Okay, that was a
Well, that's
deep
what
cut.
Fenton told me once.
I am Angela Adams. I'm a lieutenant. I like mountain biking and going up there and seeing the sunrise and sunset from the mountain.
Do you prefer
What
sunrise
about
or
you,
sunset?
Big
Oh,
Boss?
I'm not done with her. Sunrise or
Oh.
sunset? Which one's your favorite?
Oh. I honestly, it'd be hard to pick because sunrise is, the start of a great day, but sunset could be, putting the end on a perfect day.
Wrong. Everyone knows that golden hour is the best time of day.
That's fucking right. And also, you don't have
Yeah.
to wake up ungodly early for sunset.
Exactly.
Who's waking up for sunrise? You stay up for it.
No.
That's too real. All right, what about you, Big
All right.
Boss?
I'm Luke Rue, Captain of EMS.
Oh, you're
I'm
the
a
cunt I
flying-
texted and you never
no.
texted me back. I took that very personally.
because I was informed by my other captain to not contact anyone further until we have a discussion.
Ah, I see.
We were in the middle
Very
of a
well.
deep and meaningful chat, so.
Well, I do dislike not being texted back, but okay.
It's not personal.
I've heard that one before.
I'm a flying medic, not a shooter.
Well, I mean, from what I've heard, you have some members of your crew who double dip in that regard. Fly in a shooter. Funny, good choice of wording, I suppose. And you, guy in the blue jacket?
Hello, I am Bradley Halifax. I am a
Bradley's so
lieutenant. Dylan Sawyer says I have Billy the Blue Power Ranger energy. What
Kinda
else?
do.
Oh, yeah.
You
I'm good
actually,
at
yeah,
having
that's actually a
anxiety.
pretty good point.
I'm good at having anxiety.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never watched Power Rangers myself. I don't know what he's talking about.
Really, you've never seen Power Rangers?
Oh,
Which Power Rangers?
Like the Mighty Morphin Power.
You haven't seen
Rangers?
Mighty Morphin, the OG, the greatest Power Rangers of all time?
No, I mean maybe as a little kid, but I don't remember it.
I was always more of a Yellow Ranger fan. Rest in peace.
Pink Ranger for life.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're the head doctor, is that right?
Perry wasn't the SAMA director, Sandres Medical Authority director, the legislative authority. Random fact: during the VAF auction, I bought Finley's gauntlet and saved it from being in the hands of Carmine Costello. There you go.
Ooh.
That's a true. He was fighting for me for that gauntlet, and I fucking got it. So
You see, director, that's the sense of irony that gets brought to me here, in that I don't wake up very often at this time, so I probably don't meet many of you, but I do think it's somewhat ironic that a lot of my club have very good experiences with many of you, and yet here I am hearing that not only is an EMS helping someone who house heisted us, which I'll get into that story in a couple minutes, but is flying in a shooter to try and kill members of my club. And it's really weird to me, because I always thought ADMC had a pretty good relationship with the EMS. Not that I want preferential treatment. I prefer zero corruption whatsoever. But I am somewhat surprised to hear that story. That's why I wanted to talk to you guys. I wanted to find out if any of you knew if this was some kind of coordinated effort to help a group of people who house heisted us, or perhaps it's just someone who decided, well, let me try and help out who I consider to be an underdog.
I will be so for real with you. You being surprised is the exact same emotion every single one of us have been going through since we heard this. Please mute your dispatch.
How the
I'm
fuck do
fucking
you do
shocked.
that?
Dispatch mute.
Just mute it.
Well, I suppose the cops are busy.
We're not here to pick a side in anything. We're just here to help you guys when you need us.
Well, that's what I've been promised. That's why I think that EMS as a whole should be neutral, but obviously it's not my fucking decision, or my thoughts don't really matter much on it. But I do think it's kind of interesting that you have someone who's the head of your department who has decided to pick a side. And let me get this very, very straight. This, what the fuck was his name? Hold on. What's his name? Seamus, sorry, was never a member of ADMC, just to make it abundantly clear. He was more like a little lapdog that really, really liked a member of ADMC, and so wanted to be him. The reality is we had a group of people in the club. Our ex-VP, since I've taken his spot, decided that instead of leaving on good terms, taking an oath, just by the way, to get blooded out as you come in, because that is something that all members of ADMC must go through. They have to give blood to the club and get blooded in. Decided that instead of facing the music or trying to deal with any of his problems or anything like that, he decided to take a group of chihuahuas and decide, well, I'm going to house heist these people that I was part of a group with. I'm going to go through every single one of their properties, comb through every single container. I mean, fuck, dude, they even took all the beer out that fridge. And I'm going to take everything, and I'm going to leave with it. And take 6 members who, basically a bunch of fucking nobodies. And so, instead of, they could have walked in here naked. Let me just put that, let me make that abundantly clear. They could have walked into the fucking armory or the fortress or anything naked. And instead, they decided to black out to do it, like they're trying to plan some elaborate fucking Ocean's 11 heist. Went through every single container and took everything. They took the They took every gun. They took every dollar. They took half-used repair kits. They took materials. They took everything. And left. And then they went radio silent for almost a week. Didn't say anything to anyone else in the club. They just fucked off. And the only reason that we found out about it is because they needed to hold a member up to try and help them do this. And now, I'm not telling you guys this for any other reason besides to give you some context as to why this war is going on and to why I'm so immensely confused as to why someone would ever want to help these people. I'm just so confused. And now you're all telling me that you didn't know. And I suppose that's true for all 6 of you. None of you knew about this prior.
No, I didn't.
No, we had no idea.
Nope.
Had no
Right.
idea.
Prior to an hour ago, I had no idea about this. I was
Yeah.
You literally
informed.
told me
Yeah.
when I found out. So there we go.
I got on duty maybe 2 hours ago and was told.
They're basically plankton. Sorry, I was just thinking about that. Yeah, you got on duty 2 hours ago?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I've been dealing with this ever since. Maybe an hour ago even. I'm not even sure how long I've been around.
So what, she acted alone?
Yes.
She's decided, I'm going to take part in this fucking war. I'm going to help someone get onto a roof to try and kill ADMC.
This is day 5, right?
She took a government helicopter, and put him on a government building to, what I'm assuming is to get some kind of advantage over us. Alright, well, I suppose you guys are going to try and remove her then. I doubt she'll tell me, but I would think that it would be obscene if you were like, well, this is worthy of a demotion. I'm going to demote this person, especially after the Raiders situation, which I think is very interesting too, that I automatically side with anyone in any situation, but from what context provides me, I do think that's very weird. I actually think that any of you would do a better job. I'm pretty sure fucking Worm would do a better job than that. What the fuck? And you guys know of no one who helped her. She just decided this of her own accord.
In terms of it, no, we haven't been told about anyone else that's been a part of it.
Has she been awake?
No.
Not today.
Okay. And I take it this goes against your SOPs, I suppose. To,
Every one of them.
Literally.
Yeah.
It goes
all of
well
it.
above
Mhm.
SOPs.
It
Well
goes
above
against
SOPs,
morals,
Shang.
I think.
Am I
I
alright to
fucking hope
leave?
so.
Helen needs help
You
for
go
this.
ahead.
Yeah,
You
go
can
for
go
it.
ahead,
Yeah,
Bradley.
yeah.
I don't mean to keep you guys for longer than necessary. I just wanted information,
No,
that's all.
Shang, this is incredibly important.
This is incredibly infuriating as well.
Yeah, I just think it's so weird. Like, dude, I mean, Nana will be here in a little bit, I think. But it's
I
fucking
would
weird.
love to talk to Nana.
I think all of ADMC had such a good relationship with the EMS. Am I wrong in thinking that? I thought we had a
Several
pretty good...
ADMC were EMS.
Yeah.
Finn
I-
calls me to boost almost every day.
It's so
And I
strange
have
to me. I
to
thought
tell
we had
him
good
no.
rapport. I even thought we had good rapport with Vivi.
I'd
I'd like to
shocked as
think
you
that
are.
EMS still have a good relationship with ADMC. It's just certain members within the department have
One
fucking
person
Member.
in
shunned
particular.
that.
Yes,
Member. Within the department.
Member.
Yep, member.
Shang,
Hmm.
we, as EMS, we are meant to be neutral. Like, the crime side of it, I'll be so for real. There's so much crime that I hear about that I don't snitch on because it's not my place. I don't give a fuck. The thing I care about is if you are healthy and if you are alive. You can do a crime, you can go and sell drugs, you can shoot cops. I don't care. I just want to make sure that you are going to survive, and I do have an oath to make sure that that cop also survives. I know you don't like cops, but I just want everybody to live. It's not on me.
Yeah, just
To
to make
start-
it clear, I don't want them all to die. Just
No,
that
I mean,
my
I
purpose
know
in
you
the
guys
city
have
is
beef with it, you know.
anti-corruption. You know what I mean? I don't want all
That was
cops
ours.
dead. I just want the shitty... here's the thing. It's very easy to be a fucking villain in the city, but after being in the city for long enough, at this point, I've realized that the worst villains of them all are the ones who hide behind a badge. But I don't want to go into another fucking tangent, so just carry on.
I used to be a cop, and I quit due to police corruption. And I became an EMS. So the corruption here is, as Savannah said, incredibly frustrating. I don't get angry. I'm usually just a little guy, and I like having little guy energy, and I like saving lives, and I like being just a silly little guy. I am pissed. I'm really fucking mad, and I choose not to experience that emotion because I think it's a waste of my time. I'm pissed, Shang.
Good. Is your heart racing a little bit more than usual? Because that's how memories are made, at the very least. Then you won't forget it, and hopefully there's high standards for this kind of bullshit. I mean, it's ironic come from me. I shoot people very often. In fact, early today, I was going to push someone's face into the spinning blade of a helicopter because she irritated me. But I didn't do that.
Wow, the restraint.
Yeah, I'm trying to be better about that stuff. It's a very expensive helicopter. The point being is that I just think I don't know. I just think it's fucking crazy. For some reason I thought you guys had to get some kind of clearance from someone to do that sort of shit. But I suppose if she's the head, she can just do whatever the fuck she wants.
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true because we have checks and balances to follow. We have our Osama director here that keeps us in line as well.
Well, why she tell people she can do whatever the fuck she wants then?
I wouldn't know.
Complex.
Complex. That's a good one.
She is complex.
No one's untouchable.
No, she has a
No,
complex.
not she
What does
has
that mean?
complex.
She has a complex.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
She thinks she's untouchable.
Oh well.
When you're at the very top, you know, there's no one above you. Well, there is. It's Parry here, but you feel like you're all alone up there, and no one can bring you down.
Well, I mean, Perry, I'm sure you didn't feel untouchable when the doctor visited you. I'm sure everyone needs a little come to God moment to understand such things.
Even I know I'm not untouchable. Shang, even I know that. Not everyone who's at the top is never untouchable. Someone is always there to kick them down from their mighty throne.
Well, I suppose it's a good thing that the EMS have so many checks and balances. Then, I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably gonna have a little talk with her myself and see what she has to say. I'm expecting that she'll tell me that she was threatened by Seamus. What do you guys think? Think she was threatened by him? He held a gun to her head and said, "Give me a ride to the top of the hospital or I'm gonna shoot."
I'd like to hear her out. I want to know what she has to say for herself. But that doesn't mean I excuse any actions.
No, I don't. I would not presume that. From what you guys have said, it genuinely sounds like you guys had no fucking clue. Yeah, I was thinking that someone must have, but I take your word for it. I won't presume that anyone was lying to me, especially since you went and told Dark what happened. Which I'm assuming you all went together because you all wanted to make sure that he understood the severity of the situation. But maybe you all got together and decided the story together. I doubt it, though. We'll see. Listen, Nana really likes you guys.
I really like Nana.
Or do I?
Yeah, she
My
should be here soon.
Yeah, it's like the one kid that we've actually adopted.
Mm-hmm.
My partner is
So what is
very against
the-
adoption.
Who's your partner?
Nicholas Simone.
Oh yeah, I sold him some guns yesterday.
Right. You
So what is
didn't,
the-
but that's okay.
I did. He was here.
Nick Simone was here yesterday.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
He was. He was.
He
He's
was
got
not.
the little. Wasn't he?
No, he wasn't. He's in Denmark at the moment. Was it Michael
Okay.
Simone? Nick's brother?
All right. Oh wait, which one has like the squiggly tattoo on his forehead?
That's Michael.
That's Michael.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
my
Sorry, I got
brother.
confused.
There we go.
That's my brother-in-law.
Okay. All
That's
right,
my
that
brother-in-law.
guy. Yeah.
That's not my boyfriend. My boyfriend is the
My
other
bad, my
brother.
bad.
The other brother.
Oh, yeah. Next to the guy with the golden helicopter.
Yes, correct.
Golden helicopter? Of course he does. I'm not
Wait,
surprised.
honestly, that's not surprising.
Yes, he has a golden helicopter. It's really fucking cool.
Which makes no sense, by the way. Gold is incredibly heavy and inefficient. to
How does it
fly with.
fly?
It flies
Yeah.
really well. He's incredibly talented.
Huh.
Yeah.
Unless it's like the gold flakes that people put on food and stuff.
No,
Oh, like send the
Mm,
liquor.
Yeah,
It seemed
yeah,
pretty,
yeah.
It seemed
Solid
pretty
gold.
solid to me.
it's solid
Huh.
gold. Yeah. Yeah, no big deal or anything.
Okay. All right.
Chat, if you're new here,
Just
please
little
hit that
flexing.
follow button. Thank you.
Nana's she said she's having very bad brain issues. She had to restart her brain several times, but I'm sure she'll want to talk to you guys, but I'm not gonna keep you or
I'll be
anything.
here.
No, I'll be right
You,
there.
you guys can hang out and everything. I appreciate the talk though. I will take you at your word for it, but do trust me. I will find out if it isn't true. There's a saying in Lithuanian, which is "Doberman no Pomeranian," which means trust but verify.
Yeah.
And I do hope you're telling me the truth.
We are.
We have zero reason to say otherwise. It'd be stupid. Like those actions.
I appreciate that. All right. I will be in the back. Nano said she'll be in a couple minutes.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries.
I think I'm a Pomeranian.
I could see you as a Pomeranian.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're cute and
Small,
soft.
yeah,
but then
small
when
but cute as well.
yeah, and then as soon as somebody pisses you off, you are very ferocious.
Ooh, very vicious.
I don't like
Yeah.
But, like,
being inky.
No, but it's the type like you're so
Yeah.
cute, no one ever expects it. But when they cross you and they piss you off, you're like, oh, and then it just comes out, and you're like, oh shit, didn't expect that.
Oh my god, and Nick is a Doberman.
Yes,
Pomeranians. Are those
power
the little
couple.
Yeah.
like furry ones that just nip at ankles?
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
But they're really cute. Chat, what the fuck is today? What the fuck is happening? Savannah, are you going to be able to ask Vivi to talk?
I can, yeah.
I am
Yeah.
in a meeting that I can't break away from. I was just calling to check and see if that was what you were calling about.
I don't know when she normally wakes up.
Hey, Nana.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yes.
Hi, Nana.
Hey,
That's
good
okay.
morning.
Cutie. Hi.
Hi.
I,
Hi.
I understand. I'm sorry. Bye.
Was Shang gone?
In the back.
He's
He's
just in the back.
back.
He only just stepped away because he was done and then said
Okay.
he would be coming.
Oi.
Oh, Nana.
What? I didn't do anything wrong this time. It was
No,
Evie.
no, no.
No.
No,
You did
we
nothing
don't,
wrong.
we
You
don't.
didn't do anything wrong. That was more like a I can't believe this happened sort of thing.
Yes.
True.
We told this to Shang, but nobody except her knew what was happening before it happened. We all only just
I-
found out in the last couple hours.
I figured as much, and I'm gonna be completely blunt with you because you all know me. I did
Mhm.
threaten Vivi, but in case she tries to
Good.
spin some narrative that I've threatened EMS as a whole, unless other EMS are doing dumb shit like she did, ain't nobody gonna lay a finger on nobody else, and I'll make damn well sure of it.
I
The
appreciate
problem
that.
is with what the fuck Vivi did. I'll always have EMS and doctors' backs because you guys are the fucking lifeline of the city. So I'm not gonna
Aw.
fuck with you guys. But when you do fuck shit, fuck around, find out, you know?
I
Yep.
agree.
Makes sense.
I'm a big advocate of FAFO.
Yeah,
Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I definitely wanna-
Especially fucking stupid prizes. Don't fucking come sitting beside my fucking ICU bed knowing exactly why the fuck I'm in there and then helping the people that put me in there. Like, what the fuck?
I think that's what confuses me the most, Nana. Because you know how much you mean to us. you have a history with several of us, and it's good.
I don't give a shit
And
if her
I
or
don't
you
fucking
guys.
understand.
I don't care if you guys are friends with them. Because you guys, as long as you stick a neutral ground, be friends with whoever the fuck you want. So I didn't give a shit. I knew Vivi was friends with some of them. But to go and help them and then act stupid? No. Mm-mm. No.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nana, what did you see?
So yesterday I was doing a little drive near the front of the hospital, and I see a heli kind of facing the block a little bit, and I got fucking sus, so I drove closer, and hey Shang, I saw the heli fucking land on top of the courthouse for all of not even 10 seconds, fly up, and land back at the hospital. As soon as I saw it land at the hospital, I drove back to the Ambo Bay, ran over to Violet, and said, "Who the fuck was just in that heli?" Because Benny saw somebody on the roof of the courthouse. So he saw someone got dropped up there. So I ran over to Violet and asked her, and she said, "I have no idea, because I'm willing to bet Vivi didn't say that she was taken out fucking life flight." And so then I saw Vivi come down to the down the ladder from the roof, and I ran over to her. I said, "Who the fuck did you just drop on the roof of the courthouse?" You know what she fucking said to me? "I was practicing my landing, Nana." So I asked her, "Then why the fuck do we see somebody on the roof that we didn't see up there a minute ago?" And she's like, she kind of got speechless. So I said to her again, "You're gonna tell me who the fuck you just landed on that fucking roof, Vivi?" And she said, "I can't, Nana." She kept saying she can't, and then she said to me, she said, "I don't want them to be mad at me." So I looked her dead in her eyes and I said, "What's gonna be worse for you, them being mad at you or fucking me?" I think she realized the smarter fucking answers is gonna be a lot worse if I'm the one fucking mad at her. Ooh. So she fucking told me she dropped Seamus up there. Might I add, this little dumb fucking idiot was texting on her phone when I told her to put her fucking phone down, and then I heard her phone fucking ringing, so I told her, "Don't you fucking touch it." Because it was fucking Seamus, I bet, trying to tell her to fucking come and get him. So I called Seamus, and I told him, "You can stay the fuck up there and have a good sleep, or find someone else to fucking pick you up." Because Vivi sure as hell isn't. Because I told Vivi, if I see her use fucking life flight again to go and pick him up, there's gonna be a much serious
And then
fucking
4
problem.
hours later, she used life flight.
And then she starts fucking crying to me. I didn't know, Nana. I didn't know why you wanted up there, Nana." She may not have fucking asked him why he wanted to go up there, but you have to be a fucking idiot to not know what the fuck is going on right now.
Oh my god.
Especially Vivi. I know she's full aware of everything that fucking happens in this goddamn city.
Can I add one thing to this?
Don't say it.
From when I had a conversation with Cooper yesterday, he said that she was sitting in a car park across from the hospital for about an hour with someone fully blacked out in a vehicle.
I'm so confused. What is the relationship between Seamus and what's the name?
Vivi.
And Vivi. What? They in love with each other? Is that it? Is it some star-crossed lovers where they're like, "I'm gonna fucking don't worry, Romeo, I'm gonna take you up to this building so you can shoot down this gang that you guys robbed the living shit out of." Star-crossed lovers folding those stars. I can tell you that movie is gonna end the same way as this plot is, which is unfortunate. But I'm so confused. Is she didn't threaten him, or he didn't threaten her?
No, Vivi would fucking just do it without being threatened. Because she's being a good friend. But yet there she is fucking crying to me, telling me she didn't know. So I told her she can go fucking cry to somebody else. And if he fucking placed a camera up there, I would wake up the next morning and I could get shot because they see me leave my house, then she can go cry on someone else's fucking shoulder when I'm dead and it's on her fucking head because of it. I'm pretty sure she fucking went off duty after I was done with her because I fucking had her bawling. And I don't give a fucking shit.
So they're just friends.
She put all my club's lives at risk by dropping him up there. Sure, he may not have been able to shoot us from up there unless he had a huge fucking gun. But damn, that is fucking dangerous for him to be fucking up there.
You guys see what he plotted while we've been talking with Shang?
Is
Yeah, I saw it.
Seamus awake?
Yep.
Yeah. He twatted out really very concerning.
Mm. Mm. That
Pretty funny.
just makes it worse for Vivi, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I
It
don't know.
likely does.
I don't know what your rules or anything are, but Nana, would you be willing to talk to Marshall Dark?
I don't talk to cops. I've told you guys stuff. If you guys make the choice to go and say something to them, that's your guys' decision.
Is it okay if we
when
do
I
that?
told Violet, she went and told Chris because he's her husband, and she said that he used his drone to check if there was cameras on the roof up of the courthouse. So if you guys make the decision to go and talk to the marshals, that's your guys' decision because that's the chief of EMS doing illegal shit. If you want her to get in trouble for it, that's for you guys to deal with.
Would you be okay if we told them what you told us?
Sure. I don't care because I'm telling you guys this so that you know the full story in case she tries to spin a narrative saying that I'm coming after all of EMS or that ADMC is coming after all EMS. That's why I'm letting you guys know exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's okay.
So you know the fuck shit your chief is doing.
Yeah, we keep hearing.
Well, it would be
unfortunately.
it would be good for you to pass on whatever you're gonna pass on to whoever you need to pass on, including Vivi, because the minute I get my hands on her, I'm gouging out her fucking eyes and then removing her head from the rest of her body. And you guys can pick which part of her you want to talk to after that. You can have the head or the corpse. But the second I see her awake, she's done for.
Mm-hmm.
So get your message in soon because I don't know when that will be.
The only reason why I didn't shoot her in her fucking face yesterday when I saw that is because we were in the fucking ambulance bay.
Who's gonna take our position?
And I'm not
Who's
gonna
next in
fucking
line?
put the lives of EMS at risk. It's the
That would
only
be me.
fucking reason.
Oh my God, Savannah!
Hey, yeah.
Wow.
Chief
Okay.
Wells.
All right.
Chief Wells.
All right. There we go. That's what we like to see. Moving on up the
Someone
ladder.
with clearly a level head would be a lot better there, and I think that's you, Sav.
Thank you, Nana. I appreciate you.
Of course.
Oh, can people stop calling me?
Yeah, I don't condone any of this, but I definitely want to hear her out. I want to ask her.
Wanna
her
know
She's
what's
side.
gonna
going through
tell
her
you
head?
Oh, I know what she's
gonna
probably gonna tell
you,
me.
I didn't know why he wanted up there.
The lack of common sense is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless,
We know
if
what's going
she-
on here. We hear it.
Even if
Regardless
he
of if she
literally
didn't-
only wanted up there for view, I'm pretty sure one, that's a government building, and two, that's life flight. I don't think you're supposed to be dropping civilians around places in it.
Exactly. I mean, even without everything going on here, that's not something that we do.
shouldn't have done
Period.
it,
We're not
yeah.
a taxi service.
Is that what she told you, Nana? That she did not know why you wanted to be up there?
Yes, and the only reason why I'll say that I quote unquote believe her is because she probably didn't ask him why he wanted up, so she's using that as her scapegoat as to because she didn't ask, she doesn't know
Plausible
the exact
deniability.
reason. But you don't need to ask somebody to know exactly why they wanted up there. So it's absolute fucking bullshit. But she's probably using a loophole because she's dumb and she definitely probably didn't bother asking him because she didn't care.
That's so sad for her and her friend. I'm
We can bury them
heartbroken.
together in a grave. Hell, you know what? Maybe I'll fucking cut her limbs off and give them to Seamus since she wants to help the dude who said that he's gonna cut off the fucking rest of my limbs. Maybe he'd like hers instead.
Yeah, you're gonna make me shed a tear. I don't believe that they're friends for a second. I don't believe she didn't know what was going on. I don't believe it. Oh man. Here's the sad thing about that story is like it's either choose one, I'm a fucking moron, or choose two, I am in love with you, so I will break my morals because I need to show my devotion to someone, and that is something that a lot of people in love do. They
Wonder how his wife would feel about that.
do such things.
Well, funny you say that.
Yeah, I mean, poor Aubrey. She really deserved the world after
Phoebe
everything
offered
else she's done.
to pay for his divorce if he leaves his wife. Ugh.
Classic. Hey, well, EMS, at the very least, you guys had a moron at close to the top, or the top of the ladder, and so did we, so we can relate with each other.
Yeah.
And the same thing that'll happen to ours will happen to yours, so woo! We're all good friends here.
Just don't let her heist you guys and take all the EMS vehicles.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna put my foot down on that one.
Crazy part is that that helicopter is registered to me.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. I'm pretty sure I remember you saying that you're the one who fucking got that thing.
Yeah, I did. It took me a year.
So I was actually gonna call you as soon as I woke up to let you know exactly what she was doing with your fucking heli.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that one.
I mean, Nana, Angela, you guys were around back in the dark days when we didn't have a helicopter. We fought tooth and nail for that thing, and we were told we'd never get it, and then we got it.
I remember you guys doing it, and I remember, how much.
With 2 fucking seats
Yeah.
in them.
Yup.
You see,
I remember
sometimes you have to make these kind
Veronica.
of concessions. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's all good. No, I was gonna say, I remember Veronica like trying so fucking hard to get that, and the day you got it, you were so happy, and I was so happy for you guys.
Yeah, and we were
'Cause-
strict. We have these rules to follow. You know?
Well, that's the thing, is that sometimes you have to make concessions on what you believe in. I mean, Voyager 1 has been traveling outside of our solar system for almost 3 decades at this point, and every single year it loses 4 watts of power because of the plutonium isotope that it uses to power its systems. But the engineers still try to make it work. They still do that. They have to turn off systems. They gotta do shit to make sure that that they can still communicate with it. They still do that.
Thank you.
They understand that sometimes the ultimate goal is more important than having the fucking camera be working, as an example. And so, like everyone else in this godforsaken city, this fucking hellhole, everyone has to do that. And so everyone breaks their morals every now and then. But doing this kind of shit is fucking crazy. The sympathizing with house heisters, traitors to the group, oath breakers. And so anyone who sympathizes will get a bullet to their fucking head. I'm telling you, anyone who sides with them, I will put a bullet in their fucking brain. And then I will have them up here, like in the olden days when we used to have these scarecrows used to scare away birds. They're going to be my personal scarecrows. I want everyone to know what will happen if this kind of shit happens. And I'm sorry, I'm sure you EMS don't enjoy hearing this kind of thing. But it really is just common sense to me. I think it's fucking crazy. It's
Thank you, Sock. I
diabolical.
appreciate you so much. Thank you for the raid.
And holy
I'm
shit, and I hope
so
that all
glad
of
I
you
got
have
to
high
RP with
standards
you
for
today.
yourselves than to try and take part in a gang war. I'm not even asking for preferential treatment here. That is the last thing I want. I just want some kind of neutral. Just come some kind of neutrality.
What we like to do.
Yeah, no,
What
I
we're
believe you.
supposed to do.
I
is
believe
be
you.
neutral and stay neutral.
Yeah.
It's the only way we can effectively operate in this damn city sometimes.
Why I encourage
don't
people
judge.
not to lie to EMS, because if they,
Mhm.
oh, I tripped and I fell on my knife. No, tell me what the fuck happened. Oh, I'm in a gang war and I got stabbed in my abdomen a bunch of times. Great. I don't give a shit about the gang war. I give a shit about you getting stabbed a bunch of times. Let me treat you. Hey, are you on drugs? Tell me what you took so I can give you the appropriate stuff. Otherwise, you might overdose and die. I don't care that you're taking drugs. Just tell me what they are. That's just how it works.
Yeah. I think it's fucked.
Yeah.
I think it's fucked.
I'm
Okay.
just glad.
Oh, and just
we
by
were
the
able
way,
to
about
talk with you
Voyager,
guys.
it's still going strong 3 decades later. And it still will go strong for another 15 years. So if Voyager can do it outside of our solar system, then surely some EMS can have some fucking high standards for herself.
Did you know that Albert King doesn't think space is real?
What?
What?
He thinks
He's a
the
flat
Earth
earther,
is
too.
flat. Yeah, he thinks the Earth
No.
is flat.
Oh,
How's that
God.
King. I'm
How's that
not
even
very
possible?
educated.
Who's
Yeah.
Albert
Wait,
King?
Wait,
He's a cop.
doesn't he fly Air One?
Yes, he does.
What?
Yeah.
You can. Oh. Can't you?
Oh.
He thinks the
Can't
moon
you like
landing was
see the
faked.
curvature from way up
Oh
there when y'all
my
are flying?
He thinks the moon landing was staged in a Hollywood set.
You know that the Mesopotamian society, which is just by the way 7,000 years ago, believed that the Earth was round, and they did that by using 2 sticks to measure shadows.
Yeah, well.
Even
Albert
though they went
King.
against their own group's beliefs. Just by the way, in their sense of cosmology, they believed it was a flat disk, and they've proved themselves wrong, and they still had the humility to admit to it. And yet we have fucking apes driving helicopters doing the exact opposite today. That's why the
Apes.
internet was a mistake.
Except TikTok. TikTok wasn't a mistake.
China's greatest gift to the world,
I love TikTok.
except for me.
Oh, well.
Great gifts.
TikTok is the second greatest gift.
I'm pre-married, so I still think TikTok.
Okay. I
That's
did not mean
fair.
it like that. I just,
But he's up there. You are up
know,
there. Shang.
she's my stepmom.
Yeah.
yeah, I was made aware. I was I was told about it. I was trying to keep track of all the families that you have.
I didn't tell him about the body count.
We need to talk about your family bush situation, Nana.
At this point, there's some that I actually consider family, and then some is just for the shits and gigs, like
okay.
Gray into the thinking he's my dad because now instead of money for allowance, I get time off my sentences.
What?
That's
the
dope.
fuck?
Easy.
That's actually
Yes.
sick, I'm not gonna lie.
I did attempted murders of a government employee, like 2 gang-related shootings, a boost, a bank truck, and a felony obstruction. Only served 175 months. Easy fucking work.
That's my daughter,
Damn.
everybody. You guys, that's my daughter.
Yeah,
That's my granddaughter.
Finesse the fucking system,
That's
man.
fucking right, Nana. That's as you should, queen.
Yeah.
I think that was
That's
one of the
my
first times I
wife.
met you. It was when I met Michael Simone, and we took a helicopter trip to this island that had a blow up doll on it.
That was Nick's island. That her name was Miss.
Yeah. Yeah, and he wanted to talk to me about someone, I remember. I think I met you like 10 minutes before that.
Probably terrorism or something.
No, it was about a doctor, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember all that. But yeah, the bartender on the island, her name was Miss. She was lovely. I found her down by the ocean the other day in a hot tub with a whiteboard with a banana taped to it.
Yeah, I feel like she just kind of gets
Was it
wild.
banana?
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Down by LSIA, if you go down there, it's down by behind the mechanic shop. If you go down on the beach in between the rocks, you'll find Miss in a hot tub with a banana taped to a whiteboard. She's hot tub streaming and a camera there too.
Okay,
What the heck?
I'm gonna go down there and take a
You should.
That's,
Yeah.
I don't see how anyone can think the world is flat.
You're still on that, huh?
Well, I'm just trying to think because, there's so many...
Again, thank you,
even
Raiders,
fucking
for being
Katy
here. I
Perry went up
appreciate it.
to space. She's not an astronaut, by the way, just because you go above the common line. That's not what the definition is, but anyways, she didn't even go into orbit. She just went straight up. The point being is that I'm pretty sure she could see that the world is round. Surely they had cameras up there. If like a relatively mundane person who isn't brainwashed by NASA, let's say,
Can't shit
can
how the
decide that
world
it's
is
round.
round just by being.
Yeah,
in
why
a
don't you do
fucking
something good for once,
airplane?
Katy
Yeah, on
Perry,
an
and tell the
airplane.
world that it's round.
Did you not see her kiss
You
the
take a
ground when she
long
got
enough
back?
flight.
Oh
Yes,
my
kiss the
God. Her
ground.
with the
Okay.
little flower.
She was there for
Mm-mm.
11
look,
minutes and she
listen,
kissed the ground when she got back. That was so...
Okay, but I
Yeah, it was a
kinda-
life-changing
because I
experience.
don't like heights, so I
Yeah, but you
probably
get
glad
into
to hit
fucking
the
metal
ground
tin
again.
With
can
stuff
and
that's
it's going
happening
100
with
kilometers in
planes
the air.
recently, I get why she kissed the ground, but
Yeah, I guess.
11 minutes. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking why doesn't Bezos fund celebrities, really high-profile people, telling the rest of the world that it's actually round, guys? Trust me, it's
his wife
actually
was
round.
on that flight.
Really?
He opened the hatch when they got back down to Earth. It was like Jeff Bezos' wife, Oprah's best friend, Katy Perry, and some other woman.
Oh my god, if my title ever is someone's best friend later on in life.
Hey,
Yikes.
I would take being Oprah's best friend as my title. That would be like, I'd be rich at that point.
Yeah, your house is just filled with like free microwaves and fridges and shit.
And
all of her books.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all their books.
And I'd be in space.
This is my Oprah library.
Yeah, these are all of
here's
her favorite
The
books.
Hard Time #5. It's like her 7th biography this year. So basically, the ChatGPT writer for her at this point, surely. Like,
It's
ChatGPT
gotta
probably
be.
knows Oprah inside and out.
Surely.
ChatGPT has replaced Oprah.
And I don't like that they call them
Still a
astronauts.
person?
And it doesn't make sense if you don't go into orbit.
Does Oprah still do anything?
Yeah. She has her book club. And she still does interviews.
She's got her own network.
Doesn't she have like a magazine and stuff too?
Oh, magazine.
Yeah, O Magazine, and then the Oprah Winfrey Network. I don't know if
think
that's
she
still a
just
thing.
interviewed people about Ozempic.
Oh god.
That's not even that's a diabetes medication.
I think it's both.
It's diabetes and weight loss.
It was originally diabetes until people realized they could lose weight from it, and then the Hollywood made it all lose weight
Well,
from Ozempic.
Well, like 95% of people with diabetes type 2 have it because they're overweight. And so that's why they suffer from like diabetic retinopathy and stuff like that.
I think it's a
shouldn't
life-saving
So,
medication.
For just losing weight.
Yeah, but the major cure to diabetes type 2 is to lose weight. It's the same thing. You have to lose weight because your blood
She
sugar is too
interviewed
high.
a TikToker about
Sometimes even
her weight
losing
loss.
the weight, you never your
Mhm.
insulin resistance stays up.
I forgot
Luke
You'll
was
be
here.
back to baseline.
Yeah, so that's why Wegovy is the same as Ozempic. I mean, they're exactly the same thing, but one is designed for weight loss and the other one's designed for diabetes. It's not because they're different drugs or anything. It's because the American healthcare system has to make a disclaimer that one is for diabetes, so you can get it on cheaper insurances compared to Wegovy, which is for higher tier insurance.
Yeah.
So that's the only difference,
if it's
really.
used for health stuff, I don't care. But the people that use it just purely because I want to lose like that stuff, then that to me is just silly.
Well, I'm just saying that, first of all, if everyone
Why
in
are
the
we
world lost a
talking
lot
to
more weight,
Shane?
there'd be a lot less major problems later on in life, because that's where the majority of money goes, is to people who are elderly, and there are very few really fat old people, because they usually don't make it that long. So in a way, I suppose it is really good for weight loss because it
Dude,
makes
random
people.
fact sharing is
Yeah,
hilarious.
but probably not as many young people, right?
Fair.
I am learning so much here, and I appreciate it.
Dude,
from
I
you guys.
have
knows
no
lots of
issues
stuff.
against people who
No,
take
I
Ozempic.
don't. I just
I'm gonna be leaving
someone
here
told me about
with
this like
more
last week.
information
I
than
have no
expected.
issues with people taking
That
Ozempic for
means
weight
that
loss.
you know about it, though.
I know
Shane. You
people who
always
take it for their
know a lot.
PCOS. I know people who
Oh,
take
I'm
it
just
for weight
saying.
loss.
No, I'm definitely not, but I
It's like
appreciate that.
the only
All
thing
right,
that
well,
works for
listen,
them.
I don't want to keep you guys here, but
Appreciate you
I do appreciate you
talking
being
to
here.
us.
Mhm.
I guess we'll
I
keep y'all
appreciate
posted on
you
what
your
guys.
insight
happens.
as well, Nana.
Yeah, let me. Sorry, what was it, Seth?
I said I appreciate your insight and the information
Yeah.
that you've given us.
Well, of course, you guys know, I have a lot of respect for the hospital as a whole, whether it's EMS or doctors. I always got your guys' fucking back, and I don't like it when people fuck with you guys for no fucking reason or anything. So I'm gonna let you guys know the second I got an issue, because I've never had any issues with any of fucking EMS. So I got a fucking issue now, and I'm gonna let you guys know it, because I don't want her fucking going and spinning some sort of other narrative to make it seem like I got an issue with EMS or doctors as a whole. Because I don't want you guys thinking that. I don't want you guys to be fucking scared of me unless you need to be scared of me.
As long as
We've almost always been on good terms with ADMC, and I'm not looking to change
Mm-hmm.
that.
no.
Well,
no
yeah,
one's
as long as
lost,
you
you
don't
guys.
mind, whatever the fuck her name is, Vivi dying, we'll be on great terms. I'll see you guys later.
That was a mic drop. That was pretty cool.
That was a pretty good mic drop, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Shang for you.